Today we're going to talk about Thomson Reserve, which is a highly anticipated new launch coming up in the Thomson area. So if you've been following the property news, you'll realize that there's a lot of hype and anticipation for this launch.
If you are someone that is going to buying a property in terms of waiting on new launch, right, you confirm know about Thomson Reserve because a lot of people are waiting for it. Correct. Even my customer. One thing is, why is it so highly? It's because of a lot of factors, because of developer, big land size, new buyer pool, new connectivity in the area, right? Make it so, how say
I mean, it's really a high demand area, but with all this, what Matthew mentioned, all the extra attributes, right? It will really, it becomes even more in
demand. People want it lah.
More in demand.
Of course, right now is the thing that it's like nobody say anything negative about it. It's like, wow, I want to buy like the best new launch in 2026, all these things. But of course, on the ground, right, developer will also know this, that they are one of the better ones and people were willing to pay and buy this new launch. So with this, all the good attributes, comes one thing that, is it good enough to buy as an investment? Because when so much hype, right, there is bound to be a huge price difference.
Yes. So I think in this video, right, we're just going to explain why is everyone think this is good, and also what to look out for if you're looking to buy into Thomson Reserve.
Okay, so a bit of the disclaimer, everything we share is based on our own opinion, our own research. If you want to buy yourself, please do your due diligence and ask your agent to actually share with you their opinion. If you don't have, just look at us, we're happy to share with you more. So once again, why is everyone so excited? Like I say, Thomson location, because Thomson is city fringe, it's Bishan, Toa Payoh, this area. People know this area like last time is like atas in a way. It's like private enclave, all these things, right? This is already known already. Then right now with the large big lands parcel plus UOL, right, this combination actually usually performs very well. Because UOL is a very good developer that do the landscaping very well. And when you have good landscaping, right, the performance will also be great for the resale. Stronger demand. Why stronger demand? Later I will talk about it. So one thing why there is a stronger demand is actually this new MRT line along Thomson. The brown line it's actually give accessibility to the area. Right. Usually last time, right, Thomson the stretch is either you take bus or you drive there. So people stay there, it's landed, all the condos, right? It's a private enclave, so people all got car. They have a car. But right then, of course, there are people taking bus. But as a HDB, this pool of buyer, right, usually they will not want to. It's not the preference to stay there because we have to travel. All the traveling or commuting, right, take extra time.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, of course, you say there's bus, we definitely agree. But I would say most areas also do have bus nearby. But it's not that every area has a MRT.
I mean, their bus service is good. The 167, 980. I mean, they go town, they go CBD area. Exactly fine. The main thing is we always talk about, today you want to have an MRT direct to your workplace, or you want to take one bus to MRT. They have to change to all these interim changes, right? To have a longer commuting. Some people will not want it. That's why in terms of upgrading, right, people will still choose nearer to their workplace or their school. Main thing is to add on to save time.
Correct. And this will definitely draw in the demand.
So now we got a new group of HDB upgrade that wants to go into this area because they're already considered quite good area, number one. We got a very good school. If you know Ai Tong. Not easy to get in, but it's a good school over there. So big land, big opportunity. If you go and search the performance of Principal Garden, it's definitely one of the better performance in that area. Even at high price, right, people will still pay because of beautiful landscaping. The vibes there is good. This is what is the potential for Thomson Reserve. So like what we say, like this is definitely a good project, but is it a good purchase? This is something we want to challenge because number one, we know that this is a good project. Layout, we don't know yet. We need to compare. But I will touch on layout in the next slide. Main thing is the price right. Because when even if a seller, let's say we use the developer, the developer is a seller. If a seller today know that a lot of people wants to buy his house, will they sell high? Will they sell low? Likely, but of course they might do some good marketing, like the starting from which some developer did. Then which after that the price jump very fast.
Usually starting from is low one.
The starting from maybe is the unit that you don't know.
The cheapest one.
Correct. So this is something that we want to challenge today. That see what are the fundamental we use to actually gauge lah. So layout, like this is a very good example because both launched almost a similar time lah. So Sky Habitat and Skyview at Bishan, right? If you know Sky Habitat is a very it's like a designer type of condo, like the outside.
From outside, yeah.
Very nice one. But main thing is functionality in terms of resale. Because of the designer thing, right? The price also built in designer in a way lah. So what is this? So both are Skyview, right? And Sky Habitat, right, is 2 bed, 2 bath. But you can see the main thing is the square feet, the size. So this size, already Skyview in terms of size smaller. Maybe Quantum will be cheaper also. Maybe. But one thing we told me about layout is today we put side by side because resale we always compare side by side. Like we will see next door label all these things. One thing tough is the balcony for Sky Habitat. Because I call it odd shape a bit odd shape Although it's square, but it's a bit odd Then one thing,
it's a diamond shape.
Zig track also very hard to do. Also maybe additional cost.
A bit,
because need to think
angle it
But one thing is also their second bathroom is a powder room. It's not a really bathroom that you can shower. So actually this one is 2 bed, 1 bath plus 1 powder room. This is what they do.
And also it's an open kitchen concept which actually, I mean, is normal. Some 2 bedrooms do have open concept kitchen. But if you compare to Skyview, actually Skyview has a enclosable kitchen. Even though it's a smaller size.
And they have a proper bathroom. One thing is you see square. Of course, they both if got balcony, but mainly it's a square balcony. At least you can put stuff we were talking yesterday when we discussed like hey, all this angle actually very hard to put things
Correct.
Like this one already considered wasted space already. How you put your things so this is something that we have to look. That's why we call it the layout really matters in a way. Of course, this one we will have to see, which I think UOL won't disappoint. So layout is only the half of the story because in the end of the day, we can see show flat, can see that one in the side. Because right now, I don't think developer will build fanciful layout.
I think because now with the harmonization rules and everything, right, they definitely want to build something that is very livable. So they're not going to try some fancy things because they also don't get to save.
So today, the most important, right, which one we want to touch on is actually the gap. The gap rule, which later we will dive very deep into it. So we use this as an example, Penrith. So Penrith on day one, very good sales. I think if you have seen our video previously, you know what we are talking about. But if we can go through again, because every case study is a lesson learned, correct? So today, Penrith sell a lot of it's a very good sales. Also one day sell.
Highly anticipated also.
Because first harmonized product over at Queenstown. Then for very long already. Then after that, they sold an average of 2,000 from the news itself. So, really good, right? Average 2,800.
Okay.
Well, we need to know, not everyone bought at 2,800. That one is just an average. There is the lower side, there is the higher side. So, when we say our previous video, right, of course, people who buy over here, right, might get the better deal because you are buying below the average done already. So anything you are considered safe entry
correct.
But of course when it goes to the 2008 to the 3,000 mark, right, it's something that is more on an emotional buy, if to be honest. Because for me, you must be you like the place, you like the layout.
They are banking on the future
That is and you feel that you can sell. There is potential to sell higher next time. Of course, a lot of people sometimes we will buy property. I totally agree. I don't understand. We don't want to look at profit. I just want to buy the unit I want.
I like.
No wrong. But for me, because in the end of the day, our clients, they will ask us, you think can enter at this price? Because when the client asks us, you think can enter at this price, what means they want to buy safe. That is why there is certain group that don't care. They want this, they want to buy at this area. They are okay with this.
Correct. So actually, there's nothing wrong in I want to buy this unit. I want to buy a certain project But the key thing is if you can get something which is at a better deal, then why not? If you have the right framework to actually.
Main thing is at that point of time, right? We must have for example, today at Penrith, we are at the queue, right? We are maybe the unit that we want to buy is about 2,009 already. Then we need to at that point make some
comparisons.
Make some comparison because we cannot just straight away because you can afford you buy. We need to let our customer know there is other alternative.
Correct.
Are we still going to go through with
and
it?
we know that during balloting day, of course, emotions are running high lah. So sometimes we agent, right, we are there to so-called help our client have more clarity.
Yes.
Yeah. Instead of this is so, then they get pressured to go and buy something which they know is high.
Yeah.
But they think if I don't get I cannot get it.
Just like I got my client that take part in the Tengah launch, right? Our queue number is not so good. But we know that we cannot get it. But even we see when they see the sales go like that, the 2-bed, 2-bath, but all rate, my client say that even the lowest floor I also buy.
Wow.
You know this type of thing like, I don't care already. Even the lowest floor, the cheapest one, the lousy facing, I also buy. It's why because they feel that if I don't buy
no more.
I no more or I will lose out on something already because I feel that it's very
it's a launch day effect FOMO effect
very confident very fast that if I don't buy so these are things that we are there to manage the emotion. So at 3,000, let's just say go back to Penrith at that point of time it was 2025 2,000. What else could we buy? This is something actually we open up to some of the better area, not better, sorry, some of the closer, more central, closer to Wolf Ridge, like for example River Valley area. Of course, I never say Queenstown not good. Don't get me wrong. I just say that we have alternative like River Valley. Sekali, you don't mind River Valley also. Because both are not, it's the same. They got MRT on its own. Promenade Peak.
Yeah.
Promenade Peak can see, if you zoom in right now, you can see, right? 2.6 and 2.9. If you are 3,000, you can maybe look at this. Doesn't mean you want to buy, but you can also consider Zion Grand. This is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
And if you look 1 year later, River Modern, which is the CCR, they are starting from which is normal because CCR and RCR there must be a gap
Yeah.
That's why today we understand this gap, this per square foot gap. What I want to share is we need to, when the PSF too high will your agent tell you, we need to hold your thoughts, hold the moment that we can assess some other thing first before we really go through the purchase. Not like just today I betted this, I must really buy this. You know,
right.
These are things.
That's why it's so important, right? As an agent or as an advisor, we must always understand what are all the launches that's upcoming. In what area, and whether should we wait or not for those kind, because we have clients also that tell us no they just wait for Thomson Reach. Which then they wait Yeah, but at the end of the day, even if we go in, after waiting for so long, right, you go to Thomson Reserve, imagine you reach your turn, and you only left 2,009, 3,000 PSF units. They need to analyze, should I go for another project or not? Or maybe in terms of the pressure, you will just go and buy.
Because right now, based on the research we done, right, we feel that Thomson Reserve will definitely hit 3,031. That's the thing. The below part, don't worry. It's the people going above that one, a lot of things open up. That's why we want to share about all this why we are sharing. So every great project must have a walk away price. Like today, you cannot, because you like this project, you buy whatever unit you left, you also buy now. Because later you will become the benchmark, which we don't like to be the benchmark.
Yeah, because if you are the head, like what we always we share, I think it's 100 times. Today you buy at 3,000. Next time how much you want to sell? You have to go for maybe 3,002, which is in RCR is considered hope because never happened So of course that is always the concern. If let's say we go in, we don't want to be the head. We don't want to be the first one to chiong. Of course whether can hit the price or not, we do not know. Maybe Thomson Reserve really in the future can sell at this kind of prices. But this is again just hope.
So hope is risk for me So today, if you buy 3,000, you want to sell 3,003, then I don't know, because RCR 3,003 haven't yet. But we know that today you buy below 3,000, 2,800, 2,600, 2,700, 2,900 even. Maybe got chance. You are still below the benchmark.
Safer.
Buy below the average Don't be the head. But you are someone that likes high floor, all these things. You want to buy for own stay, paying a bit of premium is okay. But which is at one point we still need to go through. When you reach a certain point, or maybe the unit you are selecting is about 3,000, 3,001.
Wow.
You need to sit down and explore your options. So that before we go in, I think that is what we're trying to stress So now main topic for today is about the gap price rule that we always do for our clients when we do for launch, because launch we have a lot of little details, but at a little time to make certain big decision.
Correct. Yeah.
Your decision is like $2 million dollar decision. So we need to be very sharp in terms of this. So what is the price gap? So now again we bring back what we case study so that we want to illustrate what we're trying to say. Like for example, we use Woodleigh Residences. Of course, Woodleigh, right? See this purchase price PSF at 2003. This is 2 bed 2 bath. Of course, Woodleigh Residence, there are units that sell at 1,700, 1,800, 1,000. That was before. That happened after the launch. That they never actually give a discount. I just want to remember this 2021 and 201. This date and the per square foot. You see, at the moment, at that point of time, Woodleigh, which is a RCR and a CCR Leedon Green, the gap for a 2 bed 2 bath is only around 0.6%.
Wow.
Meaning different region almost similar PSF.
Correct. So it's RCCR but almost same PSF.
Now, of course, you might say, you can see, maybe this size are bigger, but okay. I mean, but main thing is today when the gap is so close the doesn't make sense on it.
Correct.
Because in the end of the day, we want our clients to make the most.
Yeah.
So you can see the profit also difference. And CCR actually go up, perform better when it comes to resale, because at one point if it will split one.
Yeah.
Because it will get won't stay forever one.
Actually, the performance also plays a huge part, right? If you see Woodleigh Residences, they purchase at 1.7 1.7 plus they make about 130,000 This one purchase cheaper 1.5 but they make more So they use a smaller quantum but they profit more than a bigger quantum one. Yeah, so that is what we're trying to say, because definitely at the end of the day, we know that CCR is still supposedly has to be a gap from CCR.
Okay, one thing you also need to take note. There are only two times, right, when the price, you can find this type of gap. Is either during COVID, number one. Number two, is now the harmonization effect.
Yeah.
There got chance where you can find this type of gap, because these policies, actually, COVID is pandemic then supply chain disruption, then the developer very stressed to sell, that's why they drop price This time of harmonization is a reset to the resale market, because harmonization take away all the aircon ledge, right? Then the square feet of the house, the unit also goes smaller. That's why the quantum also drop. This is the 2 times. Right?
Yeah, and also the key thing for CCR, right, is the ABSD, the foreigner one. So that one really cause it to, this kind of prices, the CCR. Yeah.
So this is one about for 4 bedroom, right? For the 3 bedroom, right? You see, you compare Leedon Green, right? This one per square foot, there's a gap. Okay, but main thing you want to see, I want to stress here, because it's the quantum. Why I'm doing this exercise today? Today if you are buying Woodleigh at 4 bedroom, of course if you need a 4 bedroom, okay, no choice. But if you are just buying purely for investment, then you can see, same quantum, I can buy something at CCR.
Yeah.
And with just a price gap of 17%. Maybe if that time, at the point of time, Thomson Reserve at 3,000 and 3,001, right? You can start to doing all these things already.
Yeah.
Whether this gap makes sense or not.
Of course, to be fair, we are comparing 4-bedder and 3-bedder. We also want to be upfront. So obviously, if you compare like that, the CCR one is definitely more expensive. If you are buying a 3-bedder.
Correct.
But Andy, if we look at the price itself, you can still consider, because you're buying a CCR. Yeah. Of course, if it's RCR and CCR both 4-bedder, same price, I think that one...
Never same price, because in the next slide, right, I use 4 bedroom. But the per square foot, now the gap
tough,
almost same. It's only 8%. It makes sense to go CCR, but you go to the quantum, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just need to say the quantum, right? This one wrong. This one is the balik. I'm sorry. So the quantum for the Leedon is 3.75 million. 3.75 million is, how to say, is very...
If your range is about 3 million, then you can't anymore.
Yeah.
You have no in that sense.
But main thing that the per square foot is correct. So the per square foot, you see, if it's an 8% gap, the performance of the CCR, in the end, Leedon Green, right, the 4-bedroom actually make about 1.1. While your 4-bedroom only make about 478. This is something that we have to let you know because in the end of the day, when the gap is too narrow between CCR and RCR, definitely CCR will move on. It's like a push effect. When the OCR and the RCR is too narrow, right? After the RCR must move one.
Actually, every time we look at this gap thing, when it starts to be close, actually, to be honest, right, this is a small window of opportunity. Yeah. So that's why people that buy when the gap is very low, actually most of them, I think, should profit lah.
Because it makes sense, man. Because when the gap, somehow it doesn't make sense that the RCR more expensive than CCR one. Or OCR more expensive than RCR. Because when the OCR get too expensive, right, people who wants to buy OCR will change their direction to RCR because RCR will be more value for money.
Correct lah. Yeah,
it's like that. Same price, almost price. I get the same big size. I must go to better location.
So when that happens, then people start to go to RCR. Right? Let's say the price get very close. Then they all start to go in. What happened to the price?
Go up,
Go up. So it's one small window, then go up. Then window go up, something like that. Yeah.
So this is where we want. So also when you at the point of time when you want to buy a 4-bedroom Woodleigh, then you can compare also for OCR. What are the 4 bedrooms available? For now, we will use because you say you need a 4-bedroom, maybe for own stay,
Yeah.
So in the end, say you see at a 35% gap, 2.3, and you're entering 2.5. But see when the time of exit, right? Actually, the OCR performs better. In a sense, because the gap. In a way that maybe at that point of time, 2003 at RCR is already at a very high rate.
Correct.
Then when gap to grow
correct.
To catch up
Because this one in this case, right, the gap is too big. The gap is too big. Yes, there's supposed to be a gap. But today, example, if the gap is too big, eventually the one that is lower has to catch up one. Correct? It cannot be the gap keep growing at 3,000, OCR 1,000. Cannot be. Because it will have to follow. So we always have to follow one. If CCR move, RCR will move.
We just bring back the example. Remember the Danyan 4th Avenue, Danyan the case. The project video, right? We use we say why 4th Avenue didn't perform as well as Treasure because that one is CCR, better location
Yeah.
But one is OCR But at the point when they launch the gap is almost 88%.
So this is the point where the gap is so big
It's like I buy 2-bedroom, I can get a 4 or 5-bedroom. Then a bit, you will start to think more in a way. It's not so straightforward thing because in the other day 2-bedroom, I must want to get a 4 and 5-bedroom overseas. Because in the other day, if your entry is correct, right, the performance will be better in a way. This is why I want to stress the gap because in the other way the gap changes decision.
So for example, like what we're trying to say about this gap, actually if you simplify, right, let's say today if the gap is very narrow, RCR and CCR, then maybe we consider some CCR if the gap is very narrow. Then today, of course, if it's normal gap, then of course you have to see which one is better, all these things. But today, if the gap is big,
or even below,
or like too big already, maybe the gap OCR, actually OCR maybe got good deal. Doesn't mean you buy CCR must. If OCR is too below, if you go for OCR, if you look at the performance, those OCR at that time when the gap is huge one, actually most of them make profit.
Yeah, so because what we want to say that is Thomson Reserve won't be as cheap as you think.
Yeah, that's why we keep talking about this gap.
Because so today we just want to let you know, we just want to share so that you can actually make better decision when you want to purchase. So there is, you can see this is the overall private market, okay, for condos, right? You can see all along there's always space in between one. You see, this is RCR. You see there's always gap. Of this is the whole region because there is the region that sell very cheap, the region that even OCR sell, but this is the average. But there's always gap. But of course, when we want, for example now, it's like for example today, right? Thomson Reserve, you see now average for RCR 6 What when Thomson Reserve reach 3,000?
The gap to the old CCR has become smaller. Should we look at CCR alternative?
And you're actually buying way above of the RCR.
Which of course we know whether it will go up or down. But the key thing is you are buying way above already. You have to hope and pray that it goes higher than that.
If you are taking an investment.
Investment, correct.
So because we definitely think that it will come to pass. So you have to prepare yourself for 3,000, 3,001 because I think it will. So once you do 3,000, 3,001, there are things that you need to do. Is to, it's like, have you actually reached the walkaway price?
Yeah, you need to ask yourself lah. You know, should you walk away? Because 3,000, 3,001, like what we said, is really on the high side. Of course, today if it's really for own stay, you don't care, you love Thomson Reserve, you really love this area, go for it.
Because what we make out of the whole situation, right? Today, if you have a certain, you're buying your own stay, like Dylan's own stay, then after that you want certain facing all these things that you don't want to like compromise on. Then you have to go for the lunch and pay 3,000. But if we can something else first, we make that buy something else, we make a profit, we use the profit, come back buy 3,001, 3,002. But that one I got a risk also. We don't know whether you can get your unit that you want, because we don't know who are selling. But second thing, we also cannot say that confirm can make that profit and go and buy.
Cannot say 100% lah. Yeah.
But if you do your homework, I mean, there are certain fundamental we put in that it will
say that way would more investment way.
Yeah, more investment.
Means we are really focused on making the money, which is a different framework of choosing. Because now Thomson, let's say we are buying for own stay, right? It's very emotional. It's like, I like this facing, I like this, I like that. So we won't really care about the numbers. But let's say you want to do that method like what Matthew suggests, right? You know, we go and buy something, then that one really must be pure investment.
Yeah.
Because we are really just focused to make the money so that we can come back to Thomson Reserve. But again, of course, there's risk because I don't know Thomson Reserve next time how much.
The only risk you got to
the market really boom then okay sorry.
So at 3,000, 3,001, right? Now we have to do this exercise. What are the alternatives? Then whether the alternative you like or not. If you don't like, then just go Thomson Reserve. That's the thing.
But we need to at least go and compare.
Okay, so usually we will do this for our customer when it comes to a price that is it a walk away? So we will open our from there we will take all region. Then from there we will see 2-bedroom. For example, you use 2-bedroom and take out the EC. Then you put price for 2 million. Because I think 3,000, 3,001 we might hit 2 million already. So at 2 million, right, is what are the things that we have? So we sort by PSF, right? So you can see a lot of condos came out in a way that it's all new launches. Then from there, at least we can see, is there something we can actually look at? Because for example, Thomson Reach is an RCR, right? We can see things like Daniel House has come out. Daniel House is a CCR. Is now the low PSF is 2008. While now Thomson Reach 3,000, 3,001 is so it is that we should consider. There's also like OMG, Bella Bay, all these low PSF will come out already. This is something that
we just, of course it's a bit hard to see, but the main thing is that we will use this to actually do a comparison. Should we go and look at others? Because these are these are valid. You can straight away go and see.
Yeah.
So this is for 2-bed, 2-bath.
Yeah. So now we can actually look at the 3-bedroom, right? 3-bedroom. Then for put 3 million.
3-bed, 2-bath. Then we put 3 million now. Of course we have to increase
Again, so by low PSF, right? So you see when it goes for 3-bed, right? Like River model come out.
Yeah, but this one.
But you see the perspective. So 3,005, then of course is something that we should not consider, Then of course, for example, Alta also come out. Alta at 2000, 2008, 2009, right? It's really considered quite high in OCR, right? Because that Alta is OCR.
Yeah. So that one maybe 3-bedder, I wouldn't really look at it.
For example, like Zion Grand 3004 already. All these is things data that we see that maybe 3 bedrooms we buy RCR 3001, 3000, maybe still can. Or maybe you should switch to OCR.
Correct.
Is there anything?
Yeah.
For example, now if you go to 4 million, like 4 or 5 bedroom
So we just put 4 or 5
But again, per square foot you can see, right? Now at CCR, Daniel House is 3,000. So if you are going into Thomson Reserve at 3,000, 3,001, you actually same price as CCR. The gap thing covered it. But you can see, one thing of course you can see is Alta dropped to 2002.
Wow.
So just now I said Alta 3 bedroom 2009
Now
the 4 bedroom 2002. The gap in the OC in the particular segment already. This is will explain in more in depth but one thing is these are that we need to do. It's not, we cannot blindly go and buy
because at the end of the day, it's still case by case. I'm not saying that we just look at this and we just buy the next one. So, but this main thing is that we always the skill, right, to go and actually go and compare and to see, and which is what we do for all our clients. We don't just you want Thomson Reserve, okay then we go and just focus on Thomson Reserve. We also compare. At the end of the day, of course, ultimately the decision is still yours. But at least we are going in with a clearer perspective. Yeah. So that's what we want to help our clients all to be clear.
Correct. So again, we have come to the end of the video, and today I mean we stress that we know that the results is very good, but of course the price also very good. So if you want a deeper analysis and like you want to actually ask us privately, like what are things that we can share offline, I think it's better. This draw a WhatsApp. This is our QR code, or maybe just call contact us.
Yeah.
And once again, I'm Matthew.
I'm Dylan.
We'll see you soon.